Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching my channel. This is Kevin Sullivan. This is my channel. So, today we'll be discussing how the narcissist likes to celebrate everything. So, ladies and gentlemen, for those who have video requests, please request them. Not a problem. If you would like to email me, my email is kevinsullivanyoutube@yahoo.com. Simple like that. Kevin Sullivan, YouTube@yahoo.com. Please send an email if you want. If you'd like to donate, I have a donate button on the right-hand corner of my home page as well. And every description box of every video, there is a link you can click to donate. And as well, it accepts all currency around the world. So it doesn't matter what kind of money you got. Euros, pounds, yens. So, ladies and gentlemen, the narcissist loves to celebrate everything, right? But here's the thing to it. They only like to celebrate things about them. They don't like to celebrate anything about anybody else. They like to celebrate about them. That's for one, because they selfish and they only care about themselves. And they got this grandiose complex. I hope I said that right. But they think all about them. They have grandiose, so they just think about themselves and they think they're better than everybody and they think they're actually more than what they are. You know? So that's what that is about. You know, narcissists look in the mirror. Narcissists are cats, but they look in the mirror and see a lion. So that's a problem. So they celebrate. And when the thing about with them wanting to celebrate everything is that, like I said, they like to celebrate everything, but they like to celebrate everything about them. They don't celebrate anything about you or anybody else. To them, that's taking away their time. That's taking away their shine. They don't have time they don't, first of all, they empty, right? So they don't have no compassion, no love in them, and they don't have no empathy in them at all. So they don't see the point of, and they all about themselves. They don't see the point of anybody else, and they self-centered. So it's like, why I'm celebrating you when I could be celebrating me? Your birthday is their birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, a narcissist would be a grown man or woman and go to a 5-year-old birthday party and try to blow up their candles to their cake. That's a narcissist. This is what these people are like. And they will definitely turn that 5-year-old kid birthday party to their birthday party and find a way to make it all about them. Even if they ruin the whole birthday party, they don't care. And then they'll, you know how they like to play the victim. They will find a way, they'll switch it around, and they be also messed up everything, ruin everything, 100% their fault, but they'll turn it around and make it seem like they're the victim and everybody just attacking them. They did nothing wrong and they the victim now. So everybody could just back up off them and say, it was our fault. It wasn't their fault. So now, for example, right? So the narcissists, they like to celebrate everything they celebrate the small stuff. Like, everything about them has to be celebrated. They turn nothing into something. Like, they want to celebrate things that don't even need to be celebrated. You know, they want to celebrate things that it's like, why are we celebrating that? Like, this is what the narcissists do. Narcissists will find a quarter on the floor and want celebration and admiration for it. Like, for finding a quarter on the ground, they will have to call everybody up. Everybody should praise them, give them worship. They definitely will have to have people give them admiration for it. It got to be celebrated. Everybody has to know. Everybody got to say how awesome it was, how special and lucky they are, and how wonderful they are, and how they are God gifts to the world because they found a quarter. No one ever done this before in their life. You have to celebrate that for a narcissist. And if you don't want to celebrate that and you're like, I don't see the point here. Everybody been finding money on the ground since they were kids, and you still can find money on the ground as I'm grown and I'm not celebrating that. You are now the enemy, you're the victim, you're evil, and you're the devil because you don't want to celebrate something childish and petty as that. And that's the way narcissists think. That's how they see you when you don't agree with them or you disagree with them, or you're not who they think you should be, and you don't apply to what they want you to apply to, and you don't see things the way they see things. And listen, within the same breath, I could hit the Powerball for $250,000 and they won't want to celebrate that. They'll act like me winning winning $250,000, winning 25, $250,000, me winning $250,000 is not as equivalent or even way, way beneficial than finding a quarter. So they'll find a quarter and want praise for it, and you're crazy if you don't praise them and worship them for finding a quarter on the ground. And you hit the Powerball, or say you find $250,000. Are you winning? You hit the jackpot casino, you win it, or you hit the Powerball for $250,000, and they will look like you crazy because you want praise for it. First of all, they will be jealous and envy of it, but then they won't want to celebrate that. Everybody be celebrating, they'll be looking evil and just be like, why are we celebrating this? What's the point of that? Woohoo, you've won $250,000. What's the big deal? And you like, huh? But we just celebrate you finding a quarter. Okay, whatever. That's a narcissist for you. And then plus, don't forget they're entitled. So, of course, we gotta celebrate everything about them, praise everything about them, and acknowledge everything about them. Whether if it's blown up out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's like, no, you know what I'm saying? It's like, we gotta blow it out of, you know what I'm saying? We gotta blow it out of proportion. You know what I'm saying? You graduate high school, they graduate high school, awesome, we celebrate them. Okay, cool. Somebody turn around, graduate college. Why are we celebrating them graduating college when I graduated high school? Like, huh? Oh, they graduated high school, we need the big party, the big celebration. I just graduated college, no big deal. That's cool. Everybody does that every day. That's not hard. That's easy, So they don't want to celebrate. They don't want to share a moment. Like, they envious, and they think other people are envious of them. They think other people, they are paranoid and think people are jealous of them and out to get them and out to take their shine. Narcissists are very paranoid, and like some of us don't know that, but they really are paranoid. That's part of the disorder, of them having NPD. So nothing about you ever gets celebrated. Your birthday come, they don't want to celebrate that. But when their birthday come and they don't have nothing, or didn't get nothing, or didn't get honored for it, it's a problem. So in many cases, some of us is frustrated and been frustrated because it's like we feel unworthy because we graduate, no celebration, no acknowledgement for that. They ignore us. They won't even reach out and say, hey, congratulations. They won't even send a text or anything or post sign on social media. And they're on social media all day and posting and typing, but they still won't even send you anything for that. That's because, one, they hateful, they jealous, and they envious. And they feel like they empty inside, and they feel like if they celebrate you, then that take away from them. And plus they see you, and narcissists see people as being successful and accomplishing as taken away from them. They will love a world where they're the only one who has money, look good, attractive, successful, healthy, and everybody else in the world is just dead, is just busted, broke, ugly, disgusted, and have nothing. That'd be a perfect world for a narcissist. So then they could really pretend and feel like they God, like they think they is, and look down on everybody and have their head high up and their chest poked out. That's a perfect world for a narcissist. So they don't feel ashamed, don't feel like it ain't true. They'll never celebrate you. It's not because you're not worth being celebrated or you don't have good accomplishments, especially something that's better than theirs. So it's not you, it's them. They don't like to celebrate other people. They feel like it's taken from them. They feel like people are not better than them. And they feel like people are not worthy enough to be praised. Everything is all about them. Their mind don't think about people unless they think, okay, this person is jealous of me. They think everybody's jealous of them, or this person, they think, oh, I can get this from this person's supply. I can use this person for triangulation and manipulate to help my situation with this. I can use this person for this. I can drain this person for that. I can make this person mad at this person because I don't like this person. Then I'm not gonna like this person later. And blase, this is how they see people. People are objects to them. People, I can use this one for sex, and you know what I'm saying. And then I can use them. I can use all three of them for sex. Like, this is how they see people, what they can use and get out of them. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be a benefit for them to even look at you in any kind of positive way. You know, they don't look at people as positive way. They see people in the world as enemies and as people who trying to take from them and steal their light and shine. Because they like to project the way they think and see people and see the world, that everybody else sees it the same way. And this way, it condition them to not have for them to lie to themselves, to not deal and face with reality of them ever being wrong for what they do, even though they are. So when they cheat, their mind is saying everybody cheats. It's not just me, you know, whether you cheating on them or not. You know, so they go around, and that's why they always on top of you and always got their eyes open and always accusing you of something, because they already, you know, thinking you are. They always thinking somebody is out to get them or do them harm. So they automatically thinking that. So you could not even be doing nothing to them, and they could think that you're doing that because they know how they think and what they're doing. So just because they feel like that and see it that way, everybody else has to too. It's a coping mechanism. It's a coping defense mechanism for them to have to accept themselves and deal with the inside of them of all the wrongdoing. So it's easy to say, well, everybody's like this. So when you confront them for doing something wrong, or you point the finger at them, it's like, how you gonna blame me? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you know what I'm saying? How the pot gonna call the kettle black? You know what I'm saying? So this is easy for them to say, well, everybody do it. I just did it first. I just came out the winner. Because then again, everything about winning for them. So this is how they see things. Like, so don't worry about them celebrating you. They don't want to celebrate any of your accomplishments. They jealous. They feel like you're still in the spotlight. You should just not do nothing. It should all be about them, you know. And this is how they is in a relationship. If you're in a relationship with a narcissist and they okay with you not doing nothing with yourself, and you are not working, and they okay with you just sitting around not doing anything, and you don't have to do nothing, be careful of that. Especially if you're a man and you're dealing with a narcissistic female. Be careful of that. You know what I'm saying? Because narcissists like to have people around that ain't doing nothing with themselves. So you know what I'm saying? So then they outshine them in a relationship and be a dominant. You know what I'm saying? Like this last narcissist, I was like, you know, I'm not dating right now because like I'm looking for a job, so I'm getting things together and stuff in order. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just got fired from this one job because narcissistic co-workers and bosses. So, but she kept putting the pressure on. That's okay, it don't matter, it don't matter. So that was a boundary I was setting. She didn't respect it. She kept saying, okay, it's okay, it don't matter. But everything is cool, so I still want to be with you, date you, whatever. And I was like, nope, I'm not for it when I get a job. Even though I told her like I don't want to date right now. Plus I'm not working right now. I'm still looking for a job at the time. So yeah, so I mean, so that's basically, I kind of went off a little bit to, you know, a lot of things, because, you know, I start flowing in my mind, you know, I just start going back to everything I've been dealing with my whole life, of everything and every type of relationship with a narcissist. So if I made this video too long, you know, excuse me. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you guys want me to talk about more of this, I could do a part 2 of it. And yeah, everybody have a great day and stay narcissistic free.